earlier than like first light. I don't know. Alright, so I guess you're in your room getting like dressed or something, unless you're like sleeping full on. What are you doing? You're just doing your morning like ablutions or whatever.
Yeah, I'm mostly doing my morning routine, like just getting geared up, getting sure that everything is in place. Also, I am also like thinking on what the dwarf told me last night about that thing about the knives in the dark and such, and yeah, that's pretty much it.
Alright. So you're pretty much just you're pondering this as there's this sort of like heavy knock on the door, and let's just as one of the mercenaries is outside. He's like, "Sir, we're ready for you."
All right. I'll be. I forgot what I was going to say. I'll be ready just in a moment.
Very good. We have a cabbage waiting outside.
I swear you just said cabbage.
Yeah, we have the cabbage outside, and like, yeah, he walks out.
Alright.
But you, Vera. So, what are you doing? I guess you're just getting like.
I got up before first light and got ready, and I'm waiting at the front of the tavern, thinking that they're going to leave me behind, and I'm going to have to go hunt them down.
Oh.
That's fine.
So maybe it's safe to assume me and her and Mace-One bump into each other at that point, probably?
I don't know, are you You what?
Depends, when are they leaving?
Well, outside the tavern at first light,
maybe around
really.
daybreak. Sun
Yeah.
coming up around there. So if
Yep.
if
you could be. It's up to you.
Maybe I woke you up when I fell out of my bed and landed very hard on the floor.
yeah, but Mace-One wouldn't have cared. No, wait, she's a thief. She'd probably have woken up early and robbed people in the tavern. There's a good way to meet. I break into your room trying to rob you. Realize, wait a minute, that's the Wood Elf. The fuck?
Or you could just like, I don't know. It's up to you. You could sleep in if you want. I don't know when Mason wakes up. That'd be up to you.
Nah, she wouldn't. Sleep in. She'd get up early.
All right. So, as you wake up, you sort of exit your room and you see probably just the sort of back end of Vera as she walks up the stairs to the top of the tavern. Do you recognise her? Given that she's now wearing like, I assume like leathers and such, right? As opposed to like the elegant boot. Yeah, she's not like. Like, have you seen what happens when
Would
like?
Mace-One have that much attention to detail, or would she not care? I would say no. She'd just be like, another Wood Elf. To seeing the back of her head, no. Not that much attention to detail.
I'd imagine it's sort of like the rooms at the end of a long corridor. The rooms go like are set into a long corridor, and at the end of the corridor there's these stairs. The stairs go sort of like they curve and they go sort of sideways up. So if you looked out of your room and looked right or left, depending on which side of the hallway you're on, you'd be able to see like the side of the person. I don't know why I'm spending so much time on this. I can just like anyway.
Yeah. If Mace One like did see her catch a glimpse of her face, then she probably would recognize her. So yeah.
You know, actually make a perception or make a check actually for that.
Oh god, what's perception?
Yeah, no, there isn't one.
It's not in 13th Age. There's nothing for perception.
Yeah. Make a.
I would probably say D20 to my intelligence.
Yeah, that's
right?
what I was thinking. Yeah, int modifier.
Yeah. So, yeah, D20 plus 2. Adding my level to this, I guess.
Yep.
Do 1d20 plus 1.
No.
I don't remember.
Alright,
shit.
so like you've still got like that horrible sort of like eye crust to get you in your eyes when you wake up. So like you kind of just like stumble out of the room and like whatever. It's been a long night.
She has a hangover.
You're pretty much trapped literally in a barrel of like wine for hours.
Probably
like
over.
Alright, so seeing as Max is AFK, I'm just gonna say the this sort of like group of this carriage rolls up and it's got Aiden in. You recognise him from the night before, Vera. And he's sitting in the back, and like one of the other like there's like another mercenary in there called Jant, Jant, and he helps you up into the back, and you start like making your way through these like you start making your way east towards the glowing forest, and you go through a town. You go through the town, and people are still quite nervous, like even more so than the day before. Like people like sort of peering out of windows. There's very few people actually on the streets. Like you sort of pass by Bria, the flower girl that you met, and she's sort of like she's packing up some of her like wares, and it's quite early in the morning. Like it's literally like first light, and you see her. She's not like got any of her sort of wares packed out. It looks like she's like actually dismantling her like little stand. And she gives you sort of like a wave before going back to what she's doing as you go past. And you exit the town and into the marshland that's in between Green's Wall and the glowing forest. And yeah, it's for about half an hour, maybe 35 minutes, you're just going through this marsh, and you see various sort of early morning animals that are just moving along this marshland. It's boggy at times, you get stuck. Oh, you see wild like Dovers, the big sort of the small like squat animals that like pull some of the carriages. You see just some wild ones grazing and like going about, you know, early morning activities and such, until you get to the edge of the glowing forest, and it's pretty much just like a path in, and Jant sort of dismounts and he helps you and Aiden down as well, and you set off into this. You set off, and yeah. So, do you want to make me some woodsy ranger rolls? See if you can find this thing. How far are you going to the woods for?
Sure thing. So that's what, D20?
Yeah, D20 plus your ability plus background plus it. Yeah.
Okay. Would this be using int?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Got 10. It's just ups and downs today, isn't it?
Yeah. I don't have an int modifier, so that was a silly question for me to ask about.
Okay, fair enough. Alright. So, yeah. You go into this forest and
Would I use tracker
what did I say you should use?
with the assassin?
Yeah, shit, I meant tracker.
Oh.
Woodsy ranger. What?
Well, it's a +5.
Yes, it's pretty. Is it just pretty much the same?
It's the same +1, yeah.
So what would that be? 11 or 10?
11.
Right, 11. All right. So Jant's this sort of he's obviously a mercenary. He's not native. Like he's this sort of dark skinned fellow. He's wearing this red sort of cloak that's covering chainmail. He's got this sort of thin sword. It's not like a fencing sword. It's more of like a saber type of thing. And he's pretty much just following your Aiden's lead. And as you go in, like, at first it's just a sort of, it's quite a nice sort of early morning stroll in the forest. But as you get further in, it starts like feeling quite close, and like the dawn sun like starts getting more and more just like obscured by the canopy above, and the further you go in, like, you see some strange sights. At first, it's just stuff you write off as just standard magical stuff, like glowing mushrooms, sort of very like just natural stuff, like just sort of glowing mushrooms and incandescent leaves, stuff that you know the glowing forest is known for. But like the further you get in, like some of the trees you notice are actually like twisted in odd shapes, and some are like diseased, others are just like outright like barren and dead. And Jant's, he's pretty much I've never seen a forest that looks like this before. It's especially one that's supposedly under the care of the High Druid.
Well, I wonder if this is what that lady at the party was talking about. They were
Maybe.
arguing over how some barrier was destroying the forest.
What does this lady look like?
She had a gown and a mask.
Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about. I heard her name crops up a bit. She's one of the troublemakers we were told to look out for, although she hasn't really given us any trouble at Greenwall. Her name's Harshroot. She's one of the High Druid's followers. Believes that all towns should, be further by the sea, and the forest should rule everything. Now, the new High Druid, she's done wonders for the crops and just the general fertility of the land, but civilization exists for a reason, and yeah, you're talking about that. Is Max back? Did I hear him come back? No, he's still gone. Right, never mind. You think she said the barrier was responsible?
Yes, and I guess this is what she's talking about. I can see her concerns.
And as you you keep walking, and then you walk for a bit further, and just then the complete opposite is happens. All the trees are just overwhelmingly lush. It's pretty much like the middle of autumn when this is set, but you see, you look at the trees and they're already blossoming in autumn, and it's when a lot of trees should just they're not, a lot of the trees aren't you don't have autumn, fall. This is fall, whatever. I'm not sure if it translates. Whatever. When everything should be golden and all the leaves should be falling off, it's just overwhelmingly lush. You cross this small sort of stream, and as you put your foot in, you realise just there's hundreds of fish in here. There's just small fish, loads of them. And you step over the stream and follow it up a bit. Then it sort of curves around, and you end up going down, and again the complete opposite. This stream is just filled with, it's pretty much clogged with just dead or dying fish, or fish which have these just weird sort of growths and stuff on them. Some are just malformed. It's yeah. So you keep walking, and there's this. Let's actually go back to. Should go back to Macewen now. What are you doing, Macewen?
Shit. So they're already basically are they in the forest by this time?
Yeah.
Shit. Fuck. What would she do? Well, I guess she still has her job. I guess she'd have to go see the glow leaves and figure out what the fuck she's supposed to be doing by now.
Alright. There we go, tavern. Alright, so you like head upstairs, and like you see Sally sitting there with another massive goblet of wine.
God.
And she's like, so what was she like? Do you walk over, actually? I assume you do.
Yeah, I do.
Right, she's like, so what was she like?
Ooh, what, like?
You know, the
Be specific, lady. I'm hungover. I have no idea what you're talking about.
you know, the Vera, the one that turned the Elf Queen's, pet pink. What was she like?
Oh, what elf? God. There you go. We didn't really talk. She killed spiders. I stabbed a druid. I stabbed a drow assassin. Then I ran away. We didn't get really time to speak.
Well, that's what I wanted to talk to you about, actually.
Oh.
We know who the Drow assassin is. I've talked to some of my friends, including a very well-dressed man in a quite dapper bowler hat. And we found out that the assassin's name is Stiletto, and she is just an assassin for hire. She doesn't really ever seem to have any greater machinations than that. I mean, she's a drow, so you can just assume she's doing it for shits and giggles, but she doesn't, from what we understand, she doesn't really seem like the mastermind type. She's just a hired blade, albeit quite a good one.
Mm-hmm. So is the job me taking her out?
Not at the moment. We still haven't tracked her down. She might have already skipped town. We'll have to see. No. We want you to follow your two new friends.
And where would they be at the moment?
They've currently headed into the glowing forest for some reason. Now, a human and an outsider don't go into the glowing forest without good reason. I want you to know why. I want you to find out why they're there.
Alright. Though, if they're accompanied by guards, I really shouldn't show my face. I look more like an assassin than anyone here.
Yeah, they've only got the one guard. I prefer if you didn't kill him. He looks quite nice, actually. But
I won't make you any promises.
well then, I don't suppose I can either. There's a horse outside. It should take you to the edge of the glowing forest. After then, I'd imagine you'd want to go on foot.
Yep.
Yeah, hurry, you should be able to pick up on their trail. It's still quite warm.
Alright.
Hey, I'm back. Sorry.
Cool. Alright, so, like, essentially, this is a good point where we can go back to you, actually. Real quick, Mason, just make some... You don't have any, like, tracker rolls, do you?
No, I do not. I have assassin, thief, and grifter.
Mm-hmm. Oh well, alright, so essentially, Aiden, you and Vera are with another mercenary named Jant. You recognise him actually as one of the ones you talked to in the tavern the day before.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, it's essentially you've made it there. And as you've been going through this forest, you've been noticing it's like all the wildlife, all like the fauna and some of like the flora in there is just like completely erratic. You'll be going past like a clearing, and all the trees in it or around it will be just like dead or twisted or like completely barren, or they'll look really sickly. Like birds will be sort of like just flying into trees and stuff. Like you'll be going like across streams and brooks. If you've been going across streams and brooks, you'll like find out that some are like completely swollen with fish, like way more than there should be, and others are like just completely dead. Same with the trees. Some of them are like dead. Others are just completely lush, and then they're like blooming in the middle of autumn and stuff. There's like fruit hanging from some. Like Jant goes over and like picks one of these fruits and like sort of it just seems to be like some kind of like apple type fruit. He splits open. It's like full of like worms and it's all discoloured inside, despite looking like really nice on the outside. And like you've been sort of walking in silence a bit, but like Vera and Jant have been talking about like maybe if this is what like the High Druid, like one of the guests of the High Druid had been like warning. Is it any one person's fault kind of thing? They're just talking stuff like that. And eventually, that's already hidden. Is that already hidden? Yeah, it is. I think. Right. Okay. Right. So, you guys like you've pretty much been in there for like quite a while now, a few hours at least, and like the canopy above it's like pretty much all encompassing. Like there are still like threads of light and stuff going through, but it's very dark. Let me just get you on here. And yeah, so like Jant explains to you that you find a path, and Jant explains to you that like before the High Druid moved in, like hunting and just like gathering in this forest was quite like prolific, simply because yeah, it's a nice spot. It's pretty much untamed. Like it was a good place to harvest mushrooms and various herbs and stuff.
Okay. Well, I say to him then, well, if the High Druid used to pick up all that sort of things, I guess we shall be finding the mushroom here.
Yeah, like you guys have pretty much just been like trudging behind Vera at the moment. She's been sort of like breaking bits of like. Let me just get Jant out. I'll show you Jant.
Okay.
That's him.
Yeah. All right.
That's the mercenary that's with you. He's got himself a picture, so that now means he's, you know, vaguely important. So, like, he explains that, like, because of that, come across like an old sort of beaten path, which was eventually used by like foresters, like gatherers, hunters, stuff like that. And he explains that he's like looking at this map sort of thing, and he explains there should be like an old sort of clearing ahead. And he shows this to you, Aiden. He like points at this clearing, but there's this weird sort of like a marker next to it as well. What the hell? That shouldn't be there. Oh, weird. Oh no, I've spoiled the twist. Anyway.
You look, I didn't see the map.
He shows you this map and he like, well, we should be coming to a clearing. He points at this like this thing, man. It's essentially like this diamond shape, and there's loads of these like just dotted around this map. He's like, we should be coming across like this clearing, but I'm not sure what this this diamond seems to mean. It doesn't seem to be marked on the map. And he's like, you guys are walking ahead, and Vera's like up front, just like looking at all these plants and like game. Oh, she back?
Did I find anything interesting?
No, you're pretty much just like look at these things. You guys head forward. You don't want to move that. Actually, can you make a woodsy assassin roll? That seems about right. I mean a woodsy assassin this time, not a ranger or whatever it was. Seriously?
Wow.
Okay.
Super consistent.
Yeah, like you're just average. You just get average rolls. Alright, so although you can't tell where it's coming from, like you feel like the hairs on the back of your neck sort of stand on end. And you feel like you're being watched by something.
I'm not having a good feeling about this, guys.
Yeah, me neither. I mean, I don't always get good feelings from walking in the forest.
Yeah, the forest feels like that bit more closer as you say that. How does that? That's really loud. He's watching the Euros. Max, I think that's in your background.
Ah, my background on what?
No, there's like a football game going on in like the background of your thing. I think.
Oh yeah.
Is it yours?
Yeah, it's my dad watching football.
Yeah.
Let me close the door. Oh yeah. All right. The door's closed.
Just to let you guys know, I don't have the best relationship with the druid lady. The high druid.
Well, I guess you should like leave the diplomatic talking stuff to us or something.
Sounds good to me.
I'm not really the diplomatic type. More swing axe, get paid kind of type. I play to my strengths, all right.
Hopefully, we can just find a mushroom that fits that description and be out of here.
Yeah.
Mace, when were you?
I'm here.
Right. So you're pretty much like you've caught up with them.
Yep.
And you're pretty much like watching them from the shadows.
Yep.
What do you do?
Just watch.
Alright.
My job is to observe them. I'm not getting involved. Should I make like a stealth check roll? Just, make sure I don't fuck up.
Yeah, go ahead. Make it on. I'll say do your assassin check.
Yeah, my assassin would fit better than thief.
Yeah, because as an assassin, you would probably have more cause to stay concealed. I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
The spy on people would probably be.
Yeah, assassin would fit more into the bill of spying than thief.
Oh, I might actually have to go for my. I'm not sure when, but I might actually have to go for my dinner. It might be at 6 o'clock. So, I'm sorry for the short session. It'll probably just go up to 6. Well, no, it'll probably go for another 50 minutes.
Okay.
We'll call it. I'm really sorry.
That's fine.
I came home, so I'd be able to sort of speak up a bit louder and be a bit.
Yeah, it's fine, man.
You're cool. I fuck up.
Oh my
massive
god.
Why can't I stealth? This the two stealth checks in our game so far. I failed epically.
So Vera, you sort of stand up and it's this really tense scene where it's just guys, I don't think we're alone. Then there's this Then there's this massive sort of crash and one of the trees creak, fucking there's fruit flying everywhere, the birds are cawing and I
feel so embarrassed.
Maitland just falls out this tree and just
Hey.
To be fair, she sticks the landing. She does this epic sort of roll and just sort of slides up in front of you before then she face plants into the mud and Jant sort of raises this big sort of axe Whoa!
I swear to God, I'm so embarrassed. The 2 stealth checks we've had. Last session I failed the stealth check. This session I failed my stealth checks. God damn it, I'm the rogue. Why the hell am I failing stealth?
Alright.
I'm going to applaud because of the timing was beautiful.
Yeah. Yeah. Alright. I'm just gonna.
So glad I
shoot
had
my sword.
all that. So I'm just gonna lay there. I'm just gonna lay there, hi.
I have a question for you. Do you still smell like the wine that you were in yesterday?
Her breath, because she's probably been drinking that since she left.
Hey, you're the other one who was in the manor, right?
Yeah.
What are you doing here, anyways?
Looks up, looks at the broke tree she fell out of, looks back at him. Failing at my job.
Huh. Which that is?
Different types of things. Stealing, killing, making sure people disappear. She's getting up, dusting herself off.
So you're going to do your job with us?
My job isn't to work with you. My job is to watch you. Let's just say some people have interest in you too.
Huh.
So, how much can you be persuaded to work with us?
And she'll look at God, I cannot pronounce your name. It's Viver, right?
Vera.
Vera. And she'll sigh. My employer is the Elf Queen. So I don't think anything could persuade me at this point.
That's fair. It's complicated. We're looking for mushrooms. Are you any good at spotting them?
Vera, you get when she mentions the Elf Queen, you get just this vivid flashback of just this fluorescent pink just everywhere. Yeah.
Yes. Big grin comes across my face. My proudest moment.
Mace will just shrug like, well, obviously I can't do anything right today. I'll try and help best I can.
Ooh, someone's Skyping me. So, like, Aiden, you're a bit further back with Jance, and he's like, he sort of whispers to you, do you know what's going on here? I don't know what's going on here.
Yeah, I don't know much. I don't know much too, but I can tell what I can tell is that she's not going to kill us, but however, we must be careful. Her intentions.
Cutting out someone. Sorry, Max, you cut out a bit there.
Huh? Ah.
You cut out.
Oh,
Please
okay.
repeat that.
Okay. Well, I don't know much about her. The only thing is that but all I know is she is going to help us. But if she does anything tricky, you go for her.
Alright. He's sort of like, well, if you guys are done, we should probably head on our way. This place gives me the jeebies.
Yeah, me too. Let's get going.
Alright, here, make another woodsy roll.
Was the assassin or tracker?
Woodsy assassin. Yeah,
Oh.
alright. You notice, like, the feeling of you being watched hasn't gone away with the arrival of Macewind. Like, you definitely think it'd probably be a good idea for you to stay on the track. Like, you feel this eyes kind of like all around you, and like you look around and you catch these sort of glowing eyes looking at you from like the tree line.
Macewind, have you brought any of your friends with you?
I don't have any friends.
Yeah. No, I don't. I work alone most of the time. If my
Well, then we should
employers-
tread lightly. I don't want the High Druid getting any more angry with me than she already probably is.
Seems like you piss off a lot of people you shouldn't.
Alright, so like... Okay, carry on, sorry.
Well, the assassin wasn't after me, so...
Yeah, I've been meaning to ask about that. What actually happened down there?
There was an assassin, and the spiders came out of the drinks, and she floated out of a wine barrel, and things just blew up everywhere.
You fell down a pair of stairs, if I remember correctly.
I did. I tripped down a flight of
Right.
stairs.
Wait, like, she looked at you, Mason, and was like, you mean you were there?
No.
Are you trying to... Do you want to roll on your grifter
Yes.
to bullshit your way out of this, like, hole that Vera's put you in?
Do you want me to have a negative to this? Because it seems like
You're
I have a
welcome.
negative to this roll. Do you want me to have a negative to this roll or something? Because
No, it depends how hard. Yeah, okay.
I'm just saying because this is pretty much a fucked up situation I'm already in.
Yeah,
my grifter is +4 plus my level, which is +1. Don't fuck up.
Oh.
Do you want to fuck up?
Okay, so you like
it's a 10 out of 20, so
you get above halfway. He sort of like looks at you. He doesn't believe you, but he sort of like shakes his head and decides it's probably above his pay grade. See, like Vera's like you're leading the way, and Vera on this track. Are you leading the way?
Me? I guess so.
So like you're leading the way. Jack sort of makes it. You're not sure if he's doing it on purpose, Mason, but as you go up this track.
I'm here.
So yeah, you go up this track and you come to this sort of clearing, and like Jan points to the map. It's like according to the this map, apparently a lot of the old gatherers came around here, camped here for the herbs. It was a good place to camp down if you were looking for specific items, including the one we're looking for.
okay.
And yeah, that's like he's looking away. He's looking down at this map, so he just doesn't see this thing. But it's essentially like this big sort of. It is what it looks like. Basically, it's this elevated sort of platform, hovering over sort of like a hole in the ground that seems to just like go down. And along the sides of these platform are like these little spherical balls. These balls are like ornate. They've got various sort of like they're balls, but around the middle of them, they've got these bands, and on these bands there's various sort of sigils and stuff that like you have no idea what they are, but you can tell that like they're vaguely arcanic in nature. Like sort of lightning and stuff is arcing out and hitting these balls and coming back in and like hitting this main sort of sphere in the middle where it sort of pulses. And strangely enough, like the areas around this thing are like, despite going through like a wacky sort of maze of just crazy like forest, the stuff around this seems like normal. Like around maybe in this clearing, around this thing in particular, it seems like quite normal.
I'm going to go and nudge Jant and be like, "Well, big boy, does your map say anything about that shiny object?"
It's like not now. I'm trying to find out what this symbol on the map means.
Maybe that's the diamond shape that it's on the map.
And he looks up, and he like looks down at the map. And he looks up again. He's like, "Oh, yeah, probably."
Ah.
Burn everything to the ground.
And he sort of goes up to it, and he's like, "Any idea what this thing is?"
Maybe. Can I do a background check on history?
Actually, that was something I've been meaning to ask you about. The backgrounds, as far as I can tell, are like generally supposed to be quite vague. And let me have a look at yours actually. So yours are, I feel, a bit too like specific. Like they can only be used in certain quite like limited things. So like
Yeah.
You're educated in manners and language. Like you can have that, but it's basically supposed to be what profession you had in like earlier in your life. So like, I suppose passionate on history would be like historian or something.
Yeah.
And if it was historian,
Yeah,
or
now that
scholar.
yeah, yeah. Now that I think more about it, this will be more like archaeology or something.
What was that? You cut out again.
Now that I think about it, this thing will be more like it will be more better covered like archaeology or something.
Yeah, so like I was wondering if you want like to modify them a bit so they're a bit more broad. Like if you change to educated on manners and etiquette, change that to like noble man or whatever.
Huh?
But we could do we can work it out. Hello?
Hello?
Yeah. I just after the session, I think we should just go over them so they're a bit more. If you want, we can make them a bit more broad. So they allow you to do skill checks. Like mace wins are quite good. It's essentially like thief, grifter, and assassin. So if she was an assassin, she could just say, "Oh yeah, I'm good at spying on people because like I had to do that as an assassin."
Apparently, I'm not. Though.
That's
my role.
That's obvious. Yeah. All right. So yeah, make your historian roll.
All right. Let's see. It's the 20 plus level plus background. So
That's relevant ability modifier. So that'd be intelligence modifier. Yeah.
Intelligence modifier. Intelligence got 1. Okay, 20. Got 16.
16, that's cool. Right, so on your sort of travels and you know what these things are. They're like dotted around. It's all over the Dragon Empire. Like a lot of them have just been. Not many people know what these things are. Mainly because they just don't need to, and normally they're in the ass end of nowhere where no one cares about, and no one like cares to know that much about them. But you know these are terror wards, and essentially what they do is they were planted by the Archmage, like gone by, various Archmages in ages gone by, and they essentially they like say you had a plot of land and you wanted to make this land fertile, but you're in the middle of a desert. You can plonk one of these things down, and with the right configuration, you could make like that land sort of blossom. Over the years, because of these things, essentially or if you wanted to stop this forest from encroaching on the town, you would dink one of these things down, and over the years, archmages and druids have argued about this because it's essentially affecting the natural order of things. On one hand, you're affecting a very delicate ecosystem that's existed for a million years and has existed for a reason, and messing with it could end badly. And on the other side of the argument, it's but if we don't have these things, violent wolves and predators and stuff are just gonna tear through the land and steal children and stuff. They're also there for a reason. So that's what this thing is. It's essentially just a ward that's put down by the Archmage or someone of magical intent to keep certain aspects of the land while restricting others, or vice versa, enhancing others while restricting others. This one appears to be particularly old, though. A lot of the runes and stuff on it, even you don't quite recognise. So do you keep this to yourself or?
Nah. I don't think shit, I forgot what I was going to say again. No, I don't think the runes will be that important. I mean, they will be just decoration or something.
Mace one will pipe up. How much do you think the High Druid would pay if we blew this thing up?
I don't know. I just know it's there.
I don't know.
Jump.
I'm not
Jump
touching
kinda-
it.
But again,
That
if we
kinda
blow it up, I
snorts.
guess we'll get in trouble with the Archmage, and I don't need that.
And with your luck, it'll probably blow up in your face.
Exactly.
Right.
Dan's like chuckling to himself like while this is still going on.
So, mushrooms?
Like Jan goes, it should be like you guys go searching around for a while, like Jan sort of stomps around, like trying to find like through the undergrowth and stuff, and like you eventually find something that like fits the bill, and like Jan sort of shouts like, "Hey guys, is this it?" And he's like, "It's over." And it's like this, it is pretty much like what it's drawn as. It's vaguely sort of glowing, and it's got like these weird sort of motes of like pollen and like spores and stuff coming off of it. That are kind of like glowing as well.
So,
So,
who would like to do the honors?
Is there any like... Yes, or can we just take it?
Alexa over at Wood Elf. Aren't you supposed to be in tune with nature?
Would I know anything about this? How to cut it?
No, like the Archmage, like not the Archmage, the Frelo didn't like specify any like instructions. So I take it, it's just like pretty much just grab it.
I don't know. Hack it.
Yeah, he like
Hack it,
Hey, look.
grab it, let's go.
sort of like hacks it, like takes it off, and like he picks it up and he's just like holds it in his hand, and you know he's got quite a big sort of like gauntleted like just palm, and it's just sort of sitting there, and he's like, huh? Like he sticks it in this like little case that he brought with him, that he was given to him, like with various sort of like sigils and stuff, and it's got these two sort of gems on the side of it which are like vaguely pulsing, and it's like the wizard guy said this would help keep it fresh or something. He like sticks it in his bag. You guys gonna say anything or anything?
I guess he's been more helpful than I would have expected out of him.
Yeah.
Let's just get back. I don't feel like being in these woods longer than I should be.
Agreed. Let's see if we can stick to the trail.
You guys go to like set off again when this thing, the thing behind you starts like pulsing again, like and rocking, but in a slightly different sort of pattern, and bits of like gold dust and stuff just sort of like start funneling up from like the sort of pits that this thing's like suspended on, and like suddenly the air gets quite sort of charged, like you can feel it, and this thing starts like arcing around, like, but instead of like the standard sort of white and blue lightning that's been hitting the balls, it's like this sort of sickly orange lightning that's just like hitting the trees and like everything around it. Like Jan sort of throws himself to the ground, like trying to avoid this that's going on, and like as it like hits different things around, like you see him, like it hits like an apple tree, and it starts like the apples start like growing hard and like withering, and some of them start like turning into like different fruits that don't look anything like apples. Like some of them turn into like pears, and others turn into like oranges before the oranges explode. It's like, and it like it shoots out everywhere. And, like, it hits the ground all around, and this sort of golden dust type stuff starts like coalescing as this is happening. Before finally it hits the ground like just before where you are, Aiden, just on the path, and sort of sends you a step backward a bit. And like the dust, oops, I need to do that. The dust starts forming, and you hear this sort of keening, howling sound, and then like these things appear in front of you. Like it's sort of slowly getting like and like, yeah. So, like, it looks like some parody of a wolf, and it's like it. Oh, you know when you heard the sound files and you play like two sound files at the same time and they kind of overlap? That's what's happening with these things like howls, and it's like you see it like it's sort of like jumping forward and it like glitch backwards in like a sort of spray of like golden dust, and like sparks are kind of leaping off this thing, and it's like padding forward, and it's like, yeah.
Well, we are so having a conversation with that mage when we get back.
Everyone roll initiative!
Yeah, let's see if I can get rolling you better than I do. What's initiative again?
Initiative is only 1d20, right?
It's 1d20 plus your shit, your dex modifier. Dex modifier.
I have 0, so...
Plus level.
Oh, plus level?
What have I done?
For me.
No, it's not. It's just d20 plus your dex modifier. I don't think it's plus level.
Oh,
I don't think.
Then my character sheet is wrong. I'm gonna fix that.
Actually, give me a sec. Yeah, it might be for all intents and purposes.
Finally get to use my bow.
Yeah. I might throw a knife into one or try. I have that flying strike I'm ready to use. Looks back at activating device. I think the High Druid would pay a lot of money if it was blown up.
Holy hell. Okay.
Wow.
So these things have absolutely shit initiative.
Yeah, I'll choose the 12. Very well.
If it's not counting level, mine is 21.
I think regardless, you go first.
Yeah.
Just saying.
The one time I roll good when I need, roll good on a stealth check, and I'm so angry about those stealth checks. Seriously, I'm the frickin' rogue of this group, and I can't do shit with my stealth checks.
No, it's nothing. I once had a Dark Heresy game. It's a D100 system, and literally this guy did not roll under an 80 through the entire session. And we were like fighting a demon, and they have a fear rating in that. And if you see a demon, you essentially like puke up your brains. And like I think I like crawled into a ball and started crying, and he just he just fucking like gained 1d10 sand damage or something. Let me get you on Jack Q. That is Mason, correct?
Yep, on Mason. I should actually change my name to Mason on here, not Jack Q, just because
Aiden got...
There we go.
Did you roll?
12. Oh yeah, I did roll twice. I'll choose the 12.
No, we'll go with the 12, yeah. And Hiccup, you got 8. Okay, that's cool.
Fine with that, actually.
Alright, I gotta re-look that up. I'm gonna throw my dagger.
Sorry, I'm just having a brain fart there. And let me just roll this way. Plus 5. 10, okay. So Jant's kind of like... These guys, are, the wolf spirits are still like trying to materialise. So, like, again, this howl seems to just like go on and on and on. It's like overlapping itself, and it doesn't seem to stop. And like, it's obviously just like a howl of like pain, and it's these things just. Let me go up here. H. And now the wolves. 12, 22. There we go. So Mason, you go first.
Do I want to throw a dagger into one of them and try this? Yeah, I guess I'm gonna try throwing one of my daggers. I think I can do. Which is throwing dagger, which is flying blade. 1d20, 1, 2, roll d20. Dex. Yeah. So roll 1d20 plus 6 plus 1. Yeah, I think.
Nice!
Yeah. So that one, and what is my damage for this flying blade thing? Okay. Should wait for them to be engaged with, big guy, but oh, whatever. Weapon, which, what the fuck's my weapon? God damn it, I keep forgetting my weapon. Which it's range, so it's 1d4. Oh, yeah, 1d4. 1d4 plus 6. Let's roll d4 plus 6.
Is it just? Correct me if I'm wrong, but is crit just on to hit, or is it damage? I think it might just be to hit.
I don't know. I think it's to hit. Criticals are to hit. So basically, I take one of my daggers and throw it into his face.
Yeah. So like, which one are you trying to throw? Which one are you trying to hit?
Yeah, that one.
Alright, so like, you see this thing like start to materialise, and immediately Mason's like, no way! And just like sort of pulls out this knife and just like flourish and just sort of chucks this thing sidelong.
My small daggers.
And yeah, it buries this thing in like this thing's neck.
It's weird.
And it makes this like over the top of like this howling. It makes this sort of both a pained sort of whimper and just like this ferocious growl, both simultaneously. It sounds freaky as hell. Yeah, so you hit this thing for like 10 damage, and I'll go down to 18. That's pretty cool. Aiden, your turn.
Alright,
When you... No, carry on. Yeah, go ahead.
okay. Before I do something, I call Jans to come to the front with me so we can hold the wolves off. And then I'll just go here and attack this wolf.
Right.
Right, it is 20
17 or
plus.
higher.
Okay. Alright. My strength is 4. Let's see. 35, 24.
Holy
Okay.
hell, you guys are kicking ass.
Yeah. when were these rolls at when were these rolls in the first fight?
Yeah.
All right.
I was kind of. Oh shit.
Oh my god! I just did 5 damage.
Alright, so like, you hit this thing like squarely, right?
Huh.
But at the last sort of like you hit it and it's sort of like, but you go sort of through it, and again it's like making this constant sort of like growling sound, and you sort of like you go through it, and as you do, you like see this kind of, you kind of like get like go into it and get engulfed by this sort of like dust that is sort of kicking up everywhere, and you see this like this vague sort of sickly orange like thing, and you couldn't see it when you were back there, but it's like this vaguely orange sort of beam coming out of it and feeding back into this, or perhaps it's this that's feeding into that. You're not quite sure, but it's quite faint at the moment, and you only saw it because you stepped closer, and it's quite dark.
Right.
Right, so Jant's turn, and Jant sort of like, he sort of scrambles off the ground where he was like bravely protecting himself and definitely not cowering, and he sort of like, he like runs forward and like through this like shrub and just like kicks it over, and yeah, he stands next to you and takes a swipe at this thing as well. And he pulls out like this big sort of, he pulls out his like big axe that he's got in his hand. Holy hell!
Oh my god!
Oh my god!
Now
This
we're
guy
talking.
can hit like a truck.
Yeah.
Yeah. God.
I think it was something along like that. Yeah. All right. So
What?
this guy like he barrels in right through this like shrub and just like drives his shoulder into this thing. He like goes down quite low. He's not like a tall person, and he like sort of goes in and just like punts it backward a bit. So yeah, does 8 damage to it. Now it's Vera, it's your turn.
I would like to take a step back and then aim my bow at that one. And I have to roll a d6 to see if I do. Is the escalation die higher than 1 right now or no?
It's currently on 0. It goes to 1 on the second
Okay,
turn.
cool. So then I'm not going to bother with that. A 14 doesn't hit, I assume.
No, you're 4 off. No, 3 off. Fuck, I can't do maths. I shouldn't have. I'm fucking the GM that can't do maths, so you know this isn't going to be a combat-heavy game, which it should be, because 13th Age is like pretty much it's I believe it's built like a dungeon crawler. You level up on like attacks instead of whatever. All right, so yeah, like you string this thing just as like and like you notch this bow and like let loose the arrow just as Jant hits this thing. Which one hits this thing? Which I assume you were aiming. Actually, which one were you aiming at?
The first one?
Yeah, and like it hits it and it like sort of fades, and you launch this thing as it sort of like phases again, and you miss, but like as you hit it, you like Aiden, you see this sort of, as it phases out, you see this sort of like a beam traveling from that thing, like the dust beam coming out of this pit is kind of like swirling around this. No, like damage wolf spirit. Right, so this thing's like like it's pretty much just like a constant racket now of just like wolf howls that are constantly like overlapping, and this thing like jumps forward like quicker than yeah. Yeah, like you just jump like it basically like and it sort of like it goes from one spot and just like glitches forward a bit, and you take a step backwards and like its teeth like sort of like clawing on the space where you were before it just like jumps backward. Okay, this one steps forward and like tries to have a gnaw on Jan.
What? Yeah.
And misses. This thing like yeah. This one also goes for Jan, and this one sort of like again like you see it and it sort of like glitches into dust and just appears behind him, like in front of you.
Oh.
In front of you.
Nice.
Now I'll roll. What's your AC, Max?
My AC right now is 17.
Right, so that hits.
Okay.
And I assume this one doesn't hit you.
Nope.
Yeah, right. Viva, what's your AC? It's more than 14, isn't it?
It's 17.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, alright, so this thing like takes a chunk out of your leg, and as it like sort of, it's sort of like Aiden, this thing like jumps at you again and tears like it's sort of like its teeth go through your arm. And they don't like. It's sort of like you don't feel any contact, but you do feel the pain as this thing just like tears at your arm.
Ooh. Oh, that hurts.
So yeah, that's 5 damage.
The 5 damage, okay. Let's just have that 21 right now.
And
Okay.
it's Macewen's turn again.
Yay! What is she gonna do? I guess what she's gonna try and do is get this one's I wish I could know how to click this one's attention, but you know,
What?
poke it in the face with a dagger. Oh wait, I don't need to. Roll. D20 plus 6 plus 1. Is there an escalation?
Yeah, it's 1.
Okay, so then plus 1 again. Oh. Huh.
The suspense. Oh.
We're gonna
Yeah.
turn that off. That's not good. So I wanted to try out the 3D roll die. I did not know it was gonna, you know, stall my computer.
Yeah.
My computer just stops. It's like, I gotta think. So disable that.
I do not work in this dimension. Did you try and like move around the side to do that, or did you just like throw a dagger out?
Move, and I'm not gonna click the button over here, then move, and stab it in the face. Did I actually hit with that though?
No, I believe it has. No, it has an AC of 17.
Oh God.
Yeah. Okay, dokie. Aiden, your turn.
Okay. Which one? Which of the wolves was the one who bite me?
What was that, sorry?
Which one of the wolves was the one who bit me?
That was that one.
Okay. So I will keep that wolf back. See.
Although I should let you know, that one's lower on health by quite a margin.
Okay. Yeah, I think I'll instead go for this one.
Right.
Okay.
Remember, there's escalation dice as well, so don't forget to add that in.
Yeah, escalation dice. Which was my escalation? Okay. Got 6. So total 11. I missed.
Yeah.
Damn it. Third guy's turn.
Oh no!
Oh
Okay,
my
yeah, like,
god.
Chance like swinging his axe about, like Aiden, like you. So, like Aiden, you're about to like slice at this thing, and like Jance like swinging his axe about, and you sort of duck back a bit and like spoils your aim a bit. Vera, your turn.
I am going to take a step back and try to hit it with my longbow again. And then I get +1 to hit because of...
Yep, yeah.
I'm going to roll my d6. Nope. Okay.
That's negative, isn't it?
Yeah. I'm going to try to hit it with... Oh, that didn't work. Add 1 to what I'm just about to roll.
8.
8. Yep, useless. Okay.
Do you have that thing that means you don't take penalties when firing into melee, do you?
No, I do not take penalties firing into melee.
Okay. Damn! Right.
Hey, don't try to make her shoot me.
I'm a troublemaker, not an accidental killer.
Misses. That misses. I fucking hit!
Oh
Right,
God.
Oh my god.
Which one is that actually? 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. Right, so it is actually this one.
Oh God.
And yeah, it does. This thing like gnaws. This thing, you try and stab it, and it kind of like jukes to the side and like bites at your hand for 5 damage.
Okay.
1 second. Which one of the wolves rolled the 6?
The 6. That was that one.
It tried to attack me, right?
Yeah.
The thing is that I have counterattack, and it says its escalation is even, and the enemy misses with a nod. I can make a basic melee attack.
Wait, the escalation die is 1 at the moment.
Yeah, but
Oh, it's not.
What was the rule, sorry?
Yeah.
What was it?
Oh.
If he misses
yes.
next turn, then he can counterattack.
Okay. I thought it will work if in.
Give me a second.
No,
Let me
no.
look at this.
No. I thought it worked on another escalation, not on even. Yeah, I just changed the thing.
Yeah. I see. Okay, so the escalation dice needs to be at 2.
Yeah. Oh well. At least it didn't hit me.
Oops. Yeah, like this. This one tries to like bite at Jan, who just like backhands it away with his meaty hand. Mace Twin, your turn again.
So wait, which one of these has my dagger in its face?
The one you threw, or the one you tried to stab?
The one I threw. Which one has the dagger in that face?
That one.
Okay, never mind. If it was this one, I was gonna try and pull my dagger out of its face. Let's roll to strike this thing in the face again. 1d20 plus 6 plus 2 or plus 1 exclamation.
It's plus 2 at the moment.
Okay.
Yeah, +2.
Woo!
Nice.
You pretty much cannot roll badly if the escalation dice
I
is
know.
actually in play.
Once the escalation die starts going up, I'm like, wee! Attack is 1d8 plus 6.
What weapon are you using?
Small daggers, when they're in melee, it's 1d8. Or I think it's 1d8. Maybe I want to check that. No, wait, that would require books I don't have. In melee, small daggers are 1d8, and in range, they're 1d4s. That's when I threw. That's why when I threw the dagger, I did a 1d4.
Yeah, cool.
Roll. D8 plus 6.
Oh my god.
Boy!
Oh boy. Oh,
Right,
shit.
so,
Wow.
like, just describe what you do.
Just dig my dagger into its skull.
Alright, cool. So, like, you bury your, like... You bury your dagger in, right, and, like... As it, like, tries to sort of, like... It starts fading a bit, you, like, pull it out, and as soon as it, like, starts to rematerialise, you just knee it in the jaw. And
Yes.
this thing, like, flies back. Again, you also see this, like, dust stream coming from this, feeding back, or whatever, coming from the Nexus ward thing. Aiden, your turn.
Alright. This one's still alive, right?
Yes.
Okay, I'll try to kill him then. Alright, so... Okay, let's go. 19, that hits. 28 plus 4. 6. Okay.
Alright. This thing's like... it's nearly sort of like incorporeal now. Like... You notice like its howls have also started to die down as well. Like it's like there's... It's barely sort of like... It's barely like an outer sort of glimmering orange outline at the moment.
Huh?
Jan's turn. Let's see him do something.
There's something. Wow!
Right. Let me see how he works. He's got a special thing actually, doesn't he? Doug. Right. So because of that, he does an absolute bugger ton of damage. Give me a sec. Cool. Right, 7, cool.
Nice.
Vera, your turn.
Four. Wow.
Ouch.
Times!
Damn, son.
Apparently, I'm absolutely useless unless I'm trying to throw off GM plans of healing people.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's that first one. One hits for 5, another 5 damage. Hits you for another 5 damage, Aiden.
Okay. Hit 5 damage. Now I have 13. Wait, no. 16.
Although, I believe, because the next one that tries to hit you is this one, misses with a 7, and it's even on the escalation dice, you get a counterattack, right?
Another. Yeah, I can do the counter attack now. It says I do make a melee attack. You have the damage against the enemy as a free action.
Right.
I
Do you
roll.
roll that? Just 2 damage.
Okay. Okay, it's 8. I do 5 damage then,
Right.
right?
Yeah. Holy hell.
Oh,
Fucked up.
1.
So this one just is apparently derpy as all hell.
That's-
It tries to go for jams, and he just kind of like steps backwards, and it like runs into a wall.
God damn it, Moon.
Yeah.
Damn it, you magical
Moon
dogs.
moon, really?
I've logged. Have I got enough? Yeah, that's right. Right, okay, that's cool. Damn, why did I just do that? Bring that back up. Mason, your turn. Escalation dice is now 3.
Cool. So, is the one in front of me dead?
No, it's on 14 health.
Oh. Okay.
The one in front of Aiden is nearly dead.
No.
That's on 4.
Well, I'm not disengaging from that. We're just gonna stab this thing in the face again. Roll D20 plus 6 plus 1 and plus 3 as escalation.
Yep.
Fuck you!
Get the camera!
So,
Get out of here!
Get the camera.
Get out of here, son. You just
Yeah.
did that.
I love escalation die.
Oh my god.
Okay, so the way crits work
Yeah, how
is
do those work?
right. Standard crit range is a natural 20. Some powers and spells. Basically, it's double damage.
Okay, so I roll a 2.
And at the GM's discretion, might incur some additional things, additional fun.
Okay, well then I roll a 2d8 plus 6. Okay.
Or it could be just a standard one. No, I think it's a standard one
Oh,
doubled.
then-
So just
okay.
roll your standard.
Yeah, we could do it that way.
Just-
Either way it works.
Yeah,
To be
yeah.
honest.
No, I think chances are you've got a better. You could
Yeah.
you could get like a plus an 8 and a 1, and that wouldn't be that'd be 9. That wouldn't be double damage. Double damage would be if you rolled an 8, you would get 16.
1d8 plus 6.
So yeah, okay, you do 16 damage then.
Okay. So, like, you just need this thing.
Yeah.
And then, like, you catch it in sort of, like, almost a roundhouse kick.
Yes.
And you just hit this thing with, like, force. And it just snaps, like... You can tell it just, like, sort of snaps something in it. And, like, although it's not, like, connected physically, like, where this thing sort of faces, you hit it, and it just, like, decapitates from its body and, like, just fades away as it hits in the sky.
Wait, me and my -1 strength kicked the dog's head off. Awesome.
A weird dust dog, yeah.
Awesome.
So yeah, this thing just like fucking, and like you guys can tell like this howling's been pretty like constant all that, and it just like suddenly just silences and like you can think a bit clearer. So this thing's dead. So this thing just like fades, like it turns into like a massive ball of dust and just sort of like gets dragged back into like this thing, and it's like you hear like whimpers and stuff like and it just gets dragged back into this thing before bursting into a cloud of dust and being sucked back down into the edges. So yeah, because like the howling isn't going on anymore, you guys can like think clearer and plan your attacks better. So I'm gonna give you like a +1 on your to hit.
Like I
correct?
need it.
Yeah. Wait, so
It's my turn, right? Okay. See, 17.
That's a hit. So I think someone's got an echo.
Yeah,
Okay.
that is.
I can hear my own voice, and I don't like it.
Yeah, me neither.
River, I think you got. You leave your mic next to your speakers or something.
I'll put my head. Oh, yep. High sound coming from speaker. Yeah, Skype just notified me of that. I'm gonna put my headphones back in. Hopefully that stops you guys from hearing any of that. I have no idea. I have background noise. I can't control.
Don't worry.
So yeah, I assume you're hitting the one in front of you, and yeah.
So did I hit or not?
You hit.
Okay, you hit. Alright, it's 28 plus. Oh, I'm hitting this one, by the way.
The middle one.
Yeah, the middle one.
Right.
11.
Yeah, like I'm just gonna say, you take this thing out. Like it was already kind of like phasing, and yeah, sort of like it died. It sort of like hit it, and again the same thing sort of happens to you. It's sort of a puff of this golden dust, and it sort of like whooshes past you. And as it does, like you kind of get like real briefly, like in the span of a few seconds, you get like this kind of like flash of this wolf's sort of life, like it just kind of like vague snippets, like, and you feel like you're kind of looking in through the wolf's eyes, but like this thing used to be, you get the impression that this thing actually used to be a wolf, and like it had a life and now it's not, or this is what's left over, and you get this flash of like this wolf's life before it gets pulled back into this thing and disappears in a cloud of dust. Now, like, Jant sees this and he's like redoubled by his efforts, and he goes in to hit this thing, and does, because he's on boss. Apparently, like I didn't.
Whoa.
I kind of expected this guy to just be like fodder in case like Macewind didn't like go with them, but apparently no, he's actually kind of a badass.
Well, he's got a +6 to hit, so basically he's doing what I do normally without escalation.
No, I added a bit of escalation in. Like, that's because you're crit as well.
Yeah, my crit was awesome.
Shit. Okay, well he's
Oh.
fails. He's a 5. Whatever. Apparently he makes like such an awesome hit, but like whatever. Oops, 16, not 6. Vera, your turn.
What's the escalation at?
4.
4. So I get an extra turn. Yay! I don't know if that'll help me actually hit anything. I want to aim for this guy.
Yeah. Actually, wait.
And I don't.
Yeah, no, that's fine. You don't. Yeah, that's fine.
I do the second time.
Cool.
And damage is... Oh, sorry. That's the wrong one. The second one
Oh
is...
man,
Oh boy.
I sucked at least once.
Actually, wait.
The
wait,
second one is the correct one.
How the hell
I
is
hit the
this-
wrong button.
Oh, that's fine. This thing's. I didn't realize how low on health this thing actually was. So yeah, I said like you hit this thing and it just goes like again, and
It made a difference.
yeah, this thing like this thing does like, and it this thing like passes by, it brushes past you, Mason, and the same thing that happened to Aiden kind of like happens to you as well, and it staggers you a bit. It kind of like dusts into this and.
I don't remember taking drugs.
Huh.
Oh.
Oops, that wasn't what I wanted, but it misses. It misses anyway.
Well, then that doesn't hit.
Yeah, that doesn't hit. Mason, your turn again.
Yep. So my dagger, being the one in the middle, is so. Oh god, moving everything. So my dagger I threw is like over here. I'm guessing. Because yeah, can I throw my other dagger? I should. I have flying, my talent. Flying blade. I'm just gonna throw my. No, wait. No. I don't have that thing the ranger has. I might hit one of you guys. Wait. Mace one doesn't give a shit. Fuck it. I'm gonna throw the dagger. I forgot. Mace one doesn't give a shit if she hits one of you guys with it. Roll d20 plus +6 plus escalation +1, and then escalation is 4, right?
5 now.
Yeah, it's fine.
5. Okay, this is gonna be good. Boop.
Come on, get on
I
our
love how I get a 3 and I still hit 15. But I don't hit because their AC 17 if I remember correctly.
Yeah,
Yep, so
yeah,
no.
17.
Tell me I don't hit Aiden or the, other dude with the dagger. Or do, I don't care. Do I have to roll to hit one of them? Because I'm throwing the dagger into them, technically. Over there. Dagger's being thrown. How do I do that ping? I don't know how to do that. It's weird and I don't know how to do it. It's irritating me.
Oh, well, apparently. Huh. Weird. No, you don't fumble it. You don't fumble. You don't hit, but you don't fumble it either.
Awesome.
Okay.
Aiden, your turn.
Alright, I'm just gonna activate this guy here. It's 5. This collision is 5 plus 4. Huh? Wait a second. 1, 2. Okay. It's 9 now. I didn't hit.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Oops.
God, kill it before it gets to my turn because I'm about to go pick up my daggers.
Ben does hit. That's,
Oh, right, okay, that hits. Sorry about that. Just typing 1d8 plus 4. 1d8 plus 4. Oh, whoops.
what?
Sorry, that was.
Oh,
You have
that's,
0
Yeah,
successes.
that's instead of what?
Yeah, my bad. 1d8 plus 4. 6.
Ben?
There we go. So, yeah, he hits the thing. Very, your turn.
Oh, sorry.
Just wait for it.
Wait for it.
No, I don't get it. Okay, I would like to shoot the only remaining thing on the map. And I missed. Can I re-roll that? Because I have an archery talent.
What? Is it a feat that lets you reroll stuff?
Yeah, it lets me re-roll once per.
Yeah,
Count
go
it.
ahead.
Not much better. Okay, never mind. I'll just go back to being quiet over here.
Oh god, we didn't kill it. Fuck. I gotta go over there now.
It misses anyway.
Uh-huh.
It's when your turn.
Now I could just go over there and punch it, or I have to go over there and pick my daggers up, because I threw both of them over there.
The escalation dies like 5, and you're stupidly fucking built, so like you could probably just punch this thing and it would explode.
Even with my...
Yeah, go punch it.
Yeah, but if it's hand-to-hand combat, I don't think I use my dex. I use my strength, which is a -1.
Hmm.
Unless someone wants me to use my dex as a hand-to-hand combat, or I can just go over here, pick my dagger up, and then stab it. Because I know one of my daggers is right here. So, picking the dagger up and then stabbing it. Roll 1d20 plus 6 plus 1. And escalation is 6, right?
5.
5.
Wait.
Is it 6? It's 5.
Have I got that right? Shit, I've lost count.
This is why I said you can put the escalation in the
He's
turn
at the top
order.
of the order, so he's at 6.
Yeah,
I
that's
think-
right.
yeah.
Yeah, that's, yeah.
X.
God, sorry.
So I already have. Let's see. Nah, I'm just gonna count my modifiers. 6, 11. So 13. I already have a 13 as 2 hit. Yep.
Yeah, alright.
And my modifiers are 13 altogether.
Oh, oh my god.
Fucking hell. Okay. So, rolling damage is a 1d8 plus 6. Roll d8 plus 6.
Nice.
Yeah, alright. You kill this thing. Alright. So, you walk around the other thing and like it explodes and it like sort of covers your wall. And the same thing happens, like it happens to Jant as well. Flows past you, like, and hits this thing, and again gets sucked down. Like you hear like this chorus of like howls and like whispers before it suddenly goes quiet, and all you can hear is this thing thrumming again, and it's just silent. And I think we'll end it there.
Okay.
I kind of wanted something to happen that would cause that thing to explode, so I could like we could have a running theme where like at the end of every session something explodes.
Well,
I
could
mean,
stab
it didn't really treat the dogs nicely, and that could be my motivation to go poke it.
And I'm
Yeah.
tempted to stab it just to see if the druid will pay me for it.
I mean, our characters can be motivated to do this.
Yeah.
My characters will be
Uh,
motivated to blow shit up.
Cool.
Why do I feel like
Oh.
Aiden is like the only level-headed character?
Hey.
I don't know. He's
I
being like
Oh.
he's the only one with like an actual legal job. I think.
Yeah.
Like he's from what I understand, he's actually kind of like a licensed mercenary. You guys are just like an assassin and like a spy, respectively.
Yep.
Well,
Okay,
he
so-
still has a job thanks to my lovely cover story, so.
Yeah, and I might be looking at a criminal record again.
You're welcome.
The dwarves already hated me. Not like it changed anything.
Right. I think that's it then. So just to recap, you guys saved the diplomat and kind of like ruined a potential plot line I had.
Aha!
Like,
Hey, you made me promise not to kill anybody, so.
Mason, you ran, then find Sari, who told you to get your ass to Mars. Knives in the dark.
Yep.
Yeah, Dwarf said knives in the dark. That was the thing that was going to happen.
So assassins. Of course, Mace One doesn't know this. Neither of you information to her.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
just-
Uh, Yeah, Vera had a trippy dream that may or may not have been plot relevant. Where a shadowed guy or gal pushed you off a knife. And you met Jant, who I was kind of just originally planning to be like just some throwaway guy, but probably isn't going to be now. And yeah, you guys got the shroom, and you fought a bunch of fox spirits that got sucked into the Nexus after you killed them. So yeah, that's the thing that happened.
And next week we're gonna have a serious talk with the Archmage.
Yeah.
Maybe not me, because if I remember correctly, you put Archmage in one of my backstories. So, you might still be pissed.
Me, did I?
I think, did you mention it last time? I think you may have mentioned it once when I said, make up a story of me being in a barrel.
Oh Christ! Okay, I'll have to look through your footage.
Something
of the
about
previous...
bees. Wait, I could do. You might not be able to hear
I-
anything through my footage.
I remember that, yeah.
You might not be able to hear anything through my footage. I mean, it's bad audio.
Yeah.
I can go through it right now and see if I see anything, though. Because, I mean, I don't know if today was better. I'm gonna stop recording.